Hey everyone, this is Jeff, Swing Trade Warrior with warriortrading.com, back with a weekly trade recap video. Only a couple trades we closed this week that I want to talk about. We'll start off with one of our first ones here. This was a winner for us, and it was Applied Materials, AMAT. This was a very fast trade. We didn't have a lot of time in this one, which is definitely what we like to see here. We picked up Applied Materials on September 29th. It would have been this day right here. This little red doji candle, this thing hit my low implied volatility scanner. And if you look at the chart here, it says nice pullback. This purple line is the 20 moving average, 20 exponential moving average. You can see that the price action after the gap up here, trading sideways in this range, it pulls back to the 20, it goes back to the high of the range, pivots down. We got to pull back to the 20 here. We actually broke under the 20 for a few days, unable to sustain a move to the upside here. And so we did get long here once this thing hit our scanner, just as it started crossing back over the 20 the very next day. You can see we got a big move to the upside here. Let me find my arrow. And then we even made new highs the day after that. Locked up a quick 30% on this. We did use a call spread, a bull call spread. It was the November 30 by 32. We got in the trade for a debit of 70 cents, and we exited for a credit of 95 cents. It was a quick trade. Like I said, we grabbed it off the bottom here at the pivot. Then the market kind of fell apart the rest of the week, and it's still holding support here, the 20. I think if the market rallies and gets strong again, we'll see this thing move back up toward $31. But we're out of the trade now. We got our profits on this one. One of the losers from this week, first loser here of the month, was General Dynamics. And you can see this thing here has been in a pretty big sell-off since it made highs back on September 29th. Got long on this trade on the 30th here. I was looking for a continuation of those highs. But unfortunately, it came down. Whether the market was cooperative or not, this thing just seemed to want to make lower lows. And we ended up exiting this trade just here as it breached. Here's it breached the 20 moving average, and we took a 30% loss on this. All right, we got long on this trade using, again, a bull call spread. November 155 by 160 for a debit of 220, and we stopped out on this trade at $1.55. So we lost about 65 cents per contract or per spread on this trade for a 30-cent loss in just a few days. This thing ended up coming way down, breaking 150 here, just about to break 150. It's kind of a big psychological area, so won't be interested in this trade again until it pops back up over 155 or so. Maybe we'll take a look at it, but we moved on to some other names this week. Another one that we took stock on was OCN. Okay, OCN was a stock trade. This one hit my small cap breakout scanner, and we got long on this trade. Let's see, the alert was on 10:03, so that is right here. All right, we bought this breakout, and you can see the top of this big range. Oops, let me get my tool going here. Okay, we have a big top right here. We tested this area back in August. And we haven't tested it again until just recently. It did break out over this area. We got a nice sharp move up here to 412. It was good for about 10-15%. We got long on this trade at 372 was the alert. We sold through the move at 404, and then we stopped out the rest again at 392. Hit our profit stop on the way back down. You can see that this thing made its move here. This is a textbook breakout pattern right out of the swing trade course that I go over. You can see the ascending volume pattern here. This is what we want to see, right? Buyers are coming into this trade as it's making new highs day over day. We're getting a big resistance area. We're getting a big buying, big influx of volume, buying volume, pushing it out over that area. Then we see this little mini squeeze here over the next couple days, and we see buyers just pile into this trade. And then once it hits this area, profit taking, market weakness, and the shorts come back in. What I like most about this trade is if I zoom out here, the room that we had all the way to 450. The target on this trade was 450 because that's where the pivot was from back in February of 2016. that was our ultimate target on the trade. But remember, we pay ourselves every 3 to 5%, so we never have to worry about holding and hitting targets. We're profiting on the move as those as the price action approaches the target. In this case, it didn't make it, but it was still a very profitable trade for us. We netted an average of 7% on this trade. So good job to everybody who took this. It's a very textbook setup here. I'm not really interested in it again until it sets up for us. So we'll see what it does over this 412 area, because it still does have room to 450. But like I said, we moved on to some other names. Presently, we're in Visa, EXPE, XLE, TCK, and the SPY. And so hopefully we'll be able to lock up some wins on those, and we'll cover those in a recap video next week. As always, if you guys are watching this video and you have any questions on these trades, you can email me, jeff@warriortrading.com. Always happy to answer anybody's questions. If you guys have any questions on option strategies or the types of options we trade, you can go to warriortrading.com/options, and you can get a breakdown of the different strategies we use, kind of a little cheat sheet of the types of things we look for in setups that help us determine whether to use an option strategy or a stock strategy. Again, these apply to swing trades, not necessarily day trades. So keep that in mind when you're taking a look. Other than that, hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend, and we'll be back at it next week.